Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of No Country for Otakus. Team Slytherin here, and we're back. I know we took a couple weeks off, going through some stuff, and it's also the holidays, and he's got some family stuff too. He got two kids and stuff, so he's going to be out. Probably the next couple episodes are going to be solo episodes, and we'll work from there, because obviously the solo episodes go a lot shorter, less discussion. There's no shooting the shit section like that, so let's go ahead and jump on in. So this week's episode is another gambling anime called Tomodachi, the Tomodachi game, and short synopsis on it. I'm gonna read it from the My Anime List website. High school student Yuuichi Katagiri, I hope I said that right, cherishes his close circle of friends, composed of 4 classmates: Yutori Kokorogi, oh god, Shiho Sawaragi, Makoto Shibe, and Tenji Mikasa. Man, I think I navigated that pretty good. However, when the funds for the upcoming school trip are stolen, the incident causes Shiho and Makoto, who had been tasked with collecting the money, to distance himself from the rest of the class. Soon after, Yuichi and his friends are deceived into meeting up and knocked unconscious by unknown assailants. After walking, the group finds themselves confined in a white room with a controversial figure, Manabu-kun, who reveals that one of the 5 has gathered them together to clear their personal debt of 20 million yen. Jesus Christ. To pay off that amount, they must participate in a variety of psychological games that will test the true nature of their friendship and humanity. Distressed and isolated from the outside world, Yuichi and his friends need to cooperate to complete the games. As their concealed feelings and problematic past begin to surface, their seemingly unbreakable bond may soon shatter into irreparable pieces. Alright, thank you for putting up with that. So yeah, like I say, it's kind of a gambling. The money went missing, they get called to this spot, they all got knocked the fuck out, and the 5 main characters got thrown into this game. They had to play these psychological games, and the first game was like it was almost like a, what's the board? That board that everyone puts their hands on is like asks a question, and wherever it moves is apparently the ghost guiding the board. But it's something like that. And one person will ask the question, and you got to move it to yes or no or something like that. And it seems simple. It's like, is my headset black? And then somebody like pushed it to no and fucked them up. And I think, like, depending on the answer, you could get like a little bit of your debt knocked off and stuff like that. And that's where it starts to creep in, because obviously someone's guiding it to the answer who's overpowering, so it makes you think about that, and you start not trusting people, stuff like that. And you know, Yuichi and stuff, he's the main guy out of the group of friends. He's the one that gets most of the screen time and stuff, and you hear a lot of his monologuing as he's trying to calculate who's doing what's happening and stuff like that. Tenji, the one with the glasses, he gets a little bit in the second game. After the first game, they move on to the second game, and it's almost like squares, and every time you take a step money would either add on or subtract and stuff like that. So then they had to go in this booth, and you had to write secrets about other people, like talk shit about them and stuff, but he's anonymous. And that's how they started splitting each other out and stuff. And one of the characters had a master plan to pick on the stuff like that. So then it came down to, again, like I say, Yuichi, who's the main guy, to start calculating and start like, and obviously it gets into the outsmarting parts of like anime we've seen before, where it's like, hey, if this person do this, I got to do that. But obviously you're going from a point that you don't know who exactly is doing it initially until midway through the square section. You start to see they kind of tell you who it is, but everybody else in the anime, like the other characters, don't know. It's just like the guy talking to himself and his plan behind all of this, and etc., etc. But it's also interesting to see because it seems like Yuichi has like a past. Partly he got some bodies on the thing, and yeah. So Yuichi got they got a past and stuff, right? And people start asking. It comes to light and stuff like that, and you know, it's crazy to see how the people were reacting and stuff like that. It's actually pretty interesting. Everything that was happening, and then you could see the change in him, and he's like, yo, this dude was a savage back in the day. He might be friends with all these people, but he crazy. So it was good to see the little cracks, because he wasn't really, how to put it, 100% brutal on his part. You could tell that he got some shit going, but you're not exactly sure what it is as yet. And that carries us on into the third game, which is in the forest, and this pretty much playing hide and seek in this big forest and stuff. And one of the characters, they got pushed to the brink. It was crazy seeing him like start to hallucinate and shit like that. It was crazy, and having to pull his full trust into a character that probably didn't trust him because of previous events. And I thought that was pretty interesting too. And then, you know, how they navigate through that and got out of that particular situation, or what they had to do to get that sorted and stuff like that. And it really makes a very, very compelling story when you come to think about it, especially Yuichi, who's definitely the most interesting character. But just because he's the main character doesn't mean that other people don't have any fucking baggage. And unfortunately for this anime, it's only one season, 12 episodes. 12 episodes. It started in April of 2022, finished in June. So this was a spring. This is recent. That's why I'm trying not to spoil it, because it's still pretty fucking recent. 22 minutes per episode, yes. And apparently season 2 is supposed to come out next year, so we gotta kick back and relax and wait for season 2 to see how the rest of the story progress. Because after that, some other you start finding out about like how this organization that runs this game, how it plays, right? You know what I mean? You take the volume down a little bit so you don't just hear the music. But yeah, on the organization and how far they would go to shut you up if you talk about the game outside of the game, and how it affected certain characters in the past. And then there was like one of the characters, Shiho, she was the one that was the class president collecting the money, and it kind of like slips a seed in there for you, like just to see, you know, just to rattle your brain, you know, like you start to like, maybe she a little dirty, but you gotta wait till next season to see that. The Yuichi shows his most savage side in a way, where he goes to save like one of the more innocent characters, Yutori, innocent female characters, Yutori. He goes to save her because he kind of threatens someone that you think is probably involved in the organization, and because of that, they kidnapped her and say, hey, we going fuck this girl up if you don't come and play an extra Tomodachi game with us. So he goes and that's this is right there, a little distracting, bro. That's in the forest. But anyway, so the extra Tomodachi game, and it's pretty much they were just beating up the fucking girl, or you could pass it on to him, and he was getting beat up. And then he outsmarted the guy in the end, though. He had to say, "Hey, man, look, man, I'll do this. You play a simple game of rock, paper, scissors," and he tricks him. And the way he tricks him is pretty fucking crazy. Ends up winning. Shit, I spoiled that. But he ends, obviously, you know you can win. And he gets him good, man. And then he goes to collect his prize, and the guy starts begging his people. And just like that, psychology broke him, that guy, and his crew. It was pretty fucking nuts. And it was pretty cool to see. One of the weirder characters in here is Manabu, which I think is like a animatron doll that they keep running, and it's just somebody in the background fucking talking. So you can see the videos right here that you can see his face. That's when he's switching in between psychotic and regular, right? But yeah, Manabu-kun, it's a weird looking character because obviously he's just running the games and explaining the rules, but it's like this big ass doll. It's fucking funny. So that's pretty much for the story. Pretty solid story, man. I wish it was just done to 24 episodes, just go straight through, or however long it takes to finish. But they left us on a cliffhanger, and all I could do is wait for the for season 2 to come out to get more. So I think the season 2 is set to come out next year. So that's the story. Story wise, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 for story. And obviously, in my case, it's a really good story, but I can't give it a 5 out of 5 because it's not done. I need a whole pie. You can't just give me a slice of the pie and expect me to give you a 5 out of 5. So maybe look at characters. A lot of characters in here, obviously. You have the 5 main characters. And the way the move, and obviously you got Manabu-kun, but you have a couple supporting characters. Tsukino, which is one of the women that operates the Tomodachi game from the background, and Maria Misuzu, I think it is Misuzi. I can't pronounce it. But she also is another one that runs the game, but she gets put in, and you see her. You just saw her earlier in the video down there. But she infiltrates into to watch the guy and stuff like that. There's a bunch of other supporting characters, obviously, that come in to interact with the game, especially in the hide and seek game. But also all of that, because you got to do so much thinking on how to outsmart each other and stuff like that. So it was well done. The characters are really strong, especially the main characters, because the way it is, you're pretty much peeling away the layers of each of these characters, 5 main characters, as the game goes on. You know, like you find out about Shibe's dad. You find out a little bit about Yuichi's past. You know a little bit for Shiho, but you don't really know a bunch. Yutori, which is the brown hair girl, she has a little something. So all of them have a little something in their past. Because of the game, it brings it out, but you don't know nothing at first. So what's great is you're on a journey with these characters, and you're pretty much unfolding and learning about these characters as time goes on, especially Yuichi, when you realize that he has a very dark side to him. So that's it for characters, man. We give it 5 out of 5. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else gets unraveled as time goes on and the next season comes out. So what we did story, we did characters, animation, solid animation, man. Thing about anime like these though is because it's like the gambling style, there's no real fighting or anything in there. You could, you know, sometimes I feel a couple anime will tend to get lazy, but this one is actually pretty solid. I like the animation style. Everything is pretty cool. I'm not too hard on it like Dwayne, because Dwayne is definitely the animation dude. This animation was done by Kuruto Noburu. They did the likes of Isekai Mao, which is the Demon King one. Let's see, what else did it do? I haven't seen some of these, so they haven't really done that many super popular ones, but they've done a few. And solid animation. Oops. Solid animation there. And definitely worth the watch, man. Nothing here that'll disappoint you too bad. So we'll go ahead and give it a 5 for animation as well. And let's go ahead and jump in to final ratings. All right, here are the final ratings. It's quick, man. Quick episode, I told you. This is cool. I'm so used to doing over hour editing and stuff that this 20-minute, 30-minute video might be just for the dot to order. So, for final ratings, we're gonna go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5. Really good anime in my opinion. It was a little rough at the beginning because I kind of didn't get the premise at that first episode and I didn't keep watching, but I finally pushed through that and I blew through the rest once I got into there, man. It was definitely worth it. So 4 out of 5. Go ahead, check it out. 12 episodes, goes like this. Or you can wait till the new season come on and just watch right into the new season like a gangster. Definitely worth it. I'm not sure. I guess what I'll do now is we'll go ahead and jump into shooting the shit since I'm by myself, and I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about some anime that I'm watching right now. And yeah, we'll look over some anime that I'm watching right now. Alright, welcome to Shooting the Shit. We're just gonna go over some anime that I'm watching right now. It's gonna be hard to see. I know it's pretty small. So I'm watching Shinobi no Itoki. It's about this kid. He was high school and stuff, getting ready to go to college. Then he finds out that he is the heir to a ninja or shinobi throne, and how his dad died and stuff like that. And he's pretty much thrown into it. He's sent to a shinobi school, but shit hits the fan pretty fast. A lot of betrayal and stuff. It's okay. The main character, it feels the main character is annoying, but I understand because, not annoying, but a little soft, but I understand because on Monday he was going to school, just hanging out with friends, you know, just doing his thing. And then on Wednesday, somebody tried to assassinate this dude, and boom, just like that, he in the shinobi world, and people trying to kill him and shit. So I kind of understand. We got Bleach 1,000 Year War. I've read the anime about that. I've read the manga. Me and Dwayne have talked about the show multiple times. I just hope that they change the ending just a little bit. Give me a more satisfying final fight and not how that manga ended. Please. Made in the Abyss, Golden City, so they finally made it to the next level after fighting the dude with the kid. So I haven't started it yet, but I'm definitely gonna knock that out. To Your Eternity season 2's out. We did if I remember correctly, we did do, oh man, I almost messed up there. We did do a episode on that. So yeah, we did do an episode on that. So trying to find out what episode number it is for you. But I know we did an episode on that. Yes, episode 50. Wow. Well, that was just season 1. So season 2 is out. 6 episodes out. And it seems to be a 20 episode season. So they might be pushing it all the way for that one. Eminence of Shadow. That's another good one. It's a pretty interesting. It's another isekai, but it's a little twist on it. He's not like a glorified hero or anything. He's trying to work from the shadows, and he's also like trying to be like a background character. So he like faked his own death. Like he faked getting slashed. You know, he got into a contest. He swallowed like blood pills. As he gets smacked and stuff. So looking forward for that. And there's some other ones here, but those are the main ones that I'm watching right now. We'll see how those goes, and who knows? We might review them here. I know Countries for Otakus hopefully Dwayne's here to talk about it. All right. So cool. So that's pretty much it for the episode. It's gonna be a short episode today. Be sure to check out Tomodachi games. Tomodachi. Pretty good anime. Unfortunately, gotta wait for season 2 for the conclusion, or you can read the manga. Sure to comment, like, subscribe, and happy holidays, man. Hopefully we get another episode in before the big C Day, Christmas Day, and hopefully, if you're lucky to have family celebrate it with, you do, and if you don't, hopefully you're able to enjoy it nonetheless. Take it easy, guys. Peace.